So this year, I hit my first 100,000 euros a month with one of my online businesses. And right after I've spent 2 months in Asia, I've had my first 10K day. But I'm still unhappy. You see, I grew up as the middle child in a family of 7, and even though my parents worked like crazy, we were naturally always tight on money. At the age of 7, I started working my first job delivering newspapers. Not for fun, but because I wanted to help and I wanted to change something. At 8 years old, I wrote in my friend's book that I wanted to become a millionaire one day. Not an astronaut, not a firefighter, just rich. Because I already figured out that most problems in life come from one thing only, which is not having enough money. I know it sounds sad, but it's the reality we're living in. And even now, after I've had some success, I still definitely don't feel like I've made it, like at all. Because I'm still not able to do the one thing that matters to me the most. Buying a vacation home for my whole family, retiring while I'm still young, and then exploring the world full time. But I'm definitely getting closer, and to be honest, the main reason for that is e-commerce. The business I'm currently in, basically selling things online. Obviously there's so much more to it, but I'll dive deeper in a moment. Let me first explain why e-commerce is such a phenomenal business to be in, and why I actively don't go down the path of so many other online business models, which kind of all promise the easy way to riches. First of all, the barrier to entry and also to success is quite low in e-commerce. All you need to start out is the internet, a laptop, a phone, and about 2 to 3 hours per day. And then the absolute freedom you get when you work in e-commerce. If you do it right, you can become completely location independent. You live where life feels the best and pay taxes where the government isn't a pain in the ass. Just in the last 12 months, I was making my sailing license in Croatia, decided to live in Barcelona for a while, traveled to Thailand to make my diving license, and then worked from the Philippines. All while my old home in Austria was freezing and my business was printing money. Since I'm self-employed, I already traveled to 30 countries and I'm definitely gonna hit 100 in the near future. And the best thing is you don't even need to have a successful brand yourself. But don't worry, I'll explain in a bit. Just to clear this up, I'm not an outlier. To be frank, I'm actually pretty slow when it comes to my success in e-commerce. In the time that I've been working in this field, I've met so many cool people who are just much faster and much more successful by now. So yes, you can do it too, no matter if you're 15 or 55. Obviously, if you're new to this line of work, you don't know where to start or how to make the fastest progress. But don't worry. In this video, I'll give you a framework, a very clear path to success. At the same time, I want to be super straightforward with you. This is not going to be a magic money-making formula. It's not going to be easy, but essentially a bulletproof way of making money online and gaining financial and location independence. I'm going to be giving you all the tools and resources that you need so you can just go for it right now yourself. And yeah, just basically skip over all those years that it took me to learn all that stuff the hard way. And to be honest, looking back, it should have not taken me so long to see the traction I currently have. There are countless of mistakes I made and decisions I took that made the whole path to where I am right now just much more difficult. What I will do though is put a link in the description for my close community, which is completely free. There it's going to be much easier to connect with like-minded people, exchange experiences, start discussions, and learn from each other. If you watched until now, you're obviously interested in creating a better life for yourself. This video is for anyone who's tired of feeling stuck and who know deep down that they are made for so much more. For the ones who dream of working for themselves, owning their time, and building a life that actually feel like it's theirs. Before I go through the actual framework that helped me build a real sustainable online business, I need to get something off my chest. There are a lot of so-called business models out there right now, and I say so-called because some of them are honestly just nonsense. Let me give you a few examples. Making faceless AI TikToks hoping the creator fund pays you a few cents per view. Running fake AI influencer accounts to catfish desperate guys on OnlyFans. clipping other people's content, adding some random sound and praying it goes viral. Or even worse, using your last $500 for the next Shiba Inu knockoff, hoping it goes to the moon. Look, I get it. These things sound easy. Some of them might even work for a couple of weeks, but here's the problem. None of them teach you real skills and you're not building anything. Sure, you might make a quick buck, but then what? Trends die, platforms change, and suddenly you're back at square one with no idea what to do next. I've tried enough random side hustles to know now if it feels like a cheat code, there's definitely gonna be a catch. That's why I went with e-commerce. It's not flashy, it's not get rich tomorrow, but it does force you to learn real valuable things. How to build a product, branding, marketing, copywriting, how to create systems, stuff that sticks with you for life. And now I'm gonna show you how to actually get started with it without wasting years figuring it out the hard way like I did. Step 1 of 3, start learning valuable skills. Yes, you heard that right. In order to level up in life, you actually have to start learning valuable skills other people don't have. The good thing is there are incredibly helpful YouTube videos and books out there to jumpstart your journey. So I'm actually urging you to start learning again. This should become an essential part of your daily routine. And sure, in this video I will give you the quickest way of making money online with e-commerce, but you sure as hell will improve your chance to success by a lot if you just study the fundamentals of business, finance, marketing, copywriting, psychology, branding, and of course, mindset. So do yourself a favor and watch these videos. I highly recommend them. Some of them will change your life. And even if you have prior experience or knowledge through your education or job, I'm still urging you to watch these videos. They're all 10 out of 10 bangers. Besides these videos, I'm also urging you to read a bunch of books. There you will gain even deeper knowledge and obviously internalize some concepts even further. The first or second link in the description, it's a big collection of super helpful books to read, categorized by topic. I know reading books take a lot of time, but simply start with 5 pages per day and then ramp it up to 10 per day, and you're gonna get through those books in no time. And if you're very tight on time, I even added a super helpful summary for each of those books. So definitely don't miss it. All right, let's proceed to step number 2, which is getting practical experience, which is without a doubt the most impactful way of improving your skills. And in our case, we are just gonna build and launch an actual store. That's gonna accelerate your way to making money online like nothing else. You will learn in the trenches, which is basically a speed run to mastering any skill. I know, now you probably think, Andy, I don't have a product nor a brand. What kind of store am I supposed to build? Don't worry, I not only have a solution, but also a simple framework you can follow. And no, you don't need to be a coder, nor do you need thousands of euros or dollars to start out. Here's a quick overview of what you need to do. First, you are going to identify a product to sell. Second, you will build a Shopify store. Third, you will craft a brand that speaks to the ideal customer who will buy your product. Fourth, you will start by drop shipping your product. That's phase 1. 5, you will then start marketing that product, either through an organic content strategy or through ads. And as soon as you have traction on that product, you will start branding it, have your own stock, and scale even faster. That's it. And I know it sounds intimidating, but don't you worry, because every complicated task is just a series of small and easy steps. Obviously, I could talk for hours on end on each of those individual points, but thankfully there's already plenty of super amazing videos out there. So let's keep it short and sweet. Just watch these videos. I am, however, already working on a detailed video about how to create a conversion optimized Shopify store. So that will come out soon, along with additional free resources, so definitely don't miss it. Subscribe now if you are interested in increasing your success rate. Building your own Shopify store won't be super hard. What most people actually struggle with is finding a product to sell. So as this is so crucial and confusing to so many people, let me get this straight for you. Obviously, there's millions of possibilities, but I can narrow it down for you so that you can focus on ideas with a much better success rate right away. So the product you want to sell has to have the following attributes. It should have a production price of maximum 20 euros. It should not break easily while shipping it, and it should solve a big problem for a user. If, however, you're passionate about some other products you want to sell, go ahead. As long as you're improving your practical skills, that's great. Theoretically, for the sake of simply getting better at building online stores, you could for sure just build one with imaginary products. But that's really kind of a waste of time. Imagine your first product is a winner and you go straight to earning money online. And spoiler, you're not gonna manufacture that product yourself. Anybody can do it from the comfort of their couch. All right, guys, next step, making money. You've built your store, sourced the product, crafted a brand, and now you've got two ways of making money. Either you start marketing your store and sell your product. Kind of obvious, right? Or the sure way of making bread is start selling your newly acquired skills as a service. Let me give you a short backstory. That's exactly how I started out. I've built my first store. It was far from perfect, but I've published it and made my first sales. I successfully sold products online. But even though I was able to make some money online, I struggled to make ends meet. And that was around 2017, 2018. So I started building online stores for other brands. I also started to improve existing online stores as a living. And at some point, I became a growth partner for several brands. In other words, I would get a monthly payment by them. I could have also just tried to sell a different product back then, but I kind of fell in love with the idea of working with different brands and getting to know a lot of founders. Okay, back to selling your product. What is going to be the best way to market your product? To put it short, I advise you to do one of the two following things. Either you start creating organic content, or you start learning how to run paid ads on Meta. So which of these strategies should you actually follow? Easy decision. If you have around 2,000 euros to spare and it doesn't hurt you to lose them, you should definitely give Meta ads a try. And if you don't, you should definitely start out with organic content, especially nowadays with the huge potentials in TikTok, because the organic way is only dependent on your creativity and time. It's great if you're new to online marketing, and it has huge potential if you're getting good at making videos. However, it's for sure less stable and super hard to plan your growth. The paid ads way has the most potential to scale your brand the quickest. But it's definitely a learning curve, and you have to prepare yourself to pay for a lot of necessary learnings in the beginning before you're able to do it profitably. In order to learn how to run ads on Meta, definitely follow these accounts on YouTube and those on TikTok. Study their videos and gain experience right away by applying it to your brand. All right, obviously there's no guarantee that your first online store is gonna make you money. Fortunately, by building that online store, you acquired a lot of super valuable skills. Building and maintaining a Shopify store, copywriting, online marketing, maybe graphic design, maybe even AI tools. You are suddenly a person with super valuable skills. And each and every one of those skills can get you that location-independent money. But obviously those freelance jobs are not just flying at you. Here's my 5-step proven way of making money online with your services. And trust me, I've went the exact same steps as well as a lot of my friends. So it definitely works. It's proven. Step 1. Contact local brands. This could be your local fashion brand, some small jewelry brand, heck, even small service providers like massage salons. All of them could use Shopify to sell their services. This will be your hustle phase because you are not going to earn a lot of money. I'm not saying you should do it for free, but you're not going to be able to charge thousands of euros in the beginning without having a portfolio. But you'll improve your skills dramatically and you will start building the backbone of your success, your portfolio. Step number 2, go on sites like Fiverr or Upwork. Create a profile and publish your services. Initially for a lower hourly fee to just get your first clients and your first reviews. And after your first reviews, you are going to bump up your hourly rate and actively apply for jobs that are published by other brands. And again, you will build your portfolio that way. Step number 3, publish your portfolio and your services on your own website. And simply build that online presence with Shopify if you don't want to learn a new way of creating websites. Also, definitely have a contact form and a business email at that point. Step number 4, create video content about e-commerce, online marketing, copywriting, AI tools, you name it, anything around your niche. Preferably on TikTok because the algorithm there gives new creators the biggest chance of going viral without having any subscribers. And this will be a huge step. Only in the first 6 months, I've gained clients this way with projects worth more than 50,000 euros. If you want to ramp up that social media strategy even more, definitely think about using LinkedIn on top of that. Finally, to increase your reach to potential clients massively, use a tool called instantly.ai. And this will help you to reach out to hundreds of brands per day on autopilot. But don't do this in the beginning. For this to succeed, you will definitely need some track record, i.e. your portfolio, and an offer that will be irresistible. So yeah, this is how you make money online with e-commerce, and it's 100% still valid, and it's gonna stay valid for the next years to come, so don't worry, you're not too late. And before I end this video, let's quickly dive into the 2 most commonly asked questions when it comes to starting your e-commerce business. Number 1, how much does it cost to start the brand and sell the first product? It's gonna be $10 for the domain, $30 for Shopify, and $6 for your email address, and another $20 for ChatGPT Plus if you want to speed it all up. As you will start out with dropshipping, you won't need to spend a dime on inventory. And organic marketing is obviously for free. Number 2, do I need to start a business right away? I don't know how to do it. No, don't you worry. You can officially start your business as soon as you sold your first product. Until then, don't make it too complicated. And if you are arriving at that point where it's necessary, just ask ChatGPT. It's not that hard. And honestly, if this task will hinder you from your success, making money online simply isn't for you. But don't worry, even the biggest idiots in the world were able to start a business. So you can definitely do it too. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Please leave a like if you found that helpful, and consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more of that stuff. And if that is the first video you've seen of me, I usually do vlogs where I showcase the raw life of running an e-commerce business. So I guess that could be interesting too. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.